Hello, I am missing. You are the millions. My hair is a disaster. It is recording in the morning here while my daughter is watching the Cocomelon in the background. I've done some audio testing and it seems like it's edited out pretty well. But hey, you won't know until the recording's done and I'm watching it in the end. Man, fluff there on the side though, right? Am I right? So yeah, sorry if you see the 2-year-old. Sorry if you hear some background cartoons, or you never really know with a 2-year-old running around. But anyhow, this is the great city builder of Urbek. That's what I'm going with. I played a round of this game and finished it, and I love this game. It's absolutely amazing. I quite enjoyed it. Gonna keep going with the longer form, so you guys are gonna see most of what I'm doing. What are we gonna name the city? The Coop. Obviously, keep with the chicken theme. The temperate is the first of the biomes, it seems like. So we're gonna go with. Okay. Does this go away? I feel like this doesn't go away. Does it go away? I don't think it goes away. So I've done the path of productivity. If you don't know anything about this game, basically, it's kind of a city builder where you build kind of the basic structures, and then you kind of end up with like they upgrade on their own from there. You can only kind of do so much, and then it kind of takes off on its own, if you will. So I've done the path of productivity. There is the path of wealth and the path of leisure. I've kind of worked on the path of leisure a little bit. I have no idea how to go about doing the path of wealth. We're gonna go with a giant map, which makes the difficulty smaller or easier, but makes me happier because it just does. And then everything else we're just gonna leave absolutely standard. There are other maps. Like I said, yeah, these are effectively other maps, which I would love to try out. We'll see how things go and see what things do. But let's go. I don't know how long it'll take to get a challenge done now that I've played a round or two and I kind of know what I'm doing. The more we play this, probably the faster and the easier it'll go. But I would love to play through more and more of these. I seem to spawn these split rivers a lot. I'm not sure if it's just a me thing or if it's kind of always that way. If I do cut a lot, it's just because toddler. But yeah, you know, basic city mechanics, pause, play, fast forwards, things of such nature. You start off very few things you can do. Demolish roads, basic houses, farms, and you have industry, which is lumber camp at the beginning of the game. You can also build bridges, which is wonderful for the real civil engineer, I'm sure. Iron ore right up here towards the front of the river. That's wonderful. Having fun there, little love? No? Oh, okay. So these are different types of biomes. You have desert. I'm gonna exit tutorial over here. I wonder if it's missing out. No, it's right here. Desert, steep, grass. You can't grow food in desert or in snow, obviously. Though you can probably grow pigs in those kind of terrains. So we have a big swath of desert there and a big swath of desert there and there. And I don't want to grow food or have my city around the iron for later. So I guess I kind of want to start my city over here on this nice big desert that's right here. So everything has to be so far from the road. And if you look at houses, they have to be within 3 squares of the road. So I kind of have found that I like to build my roads 6 apart. Just seems to be the best case scenario for keeping everything kind of simple. And connected easily. All the houses will stay connected that way. And then I will bulldoze everything in that, because that so cute will be our main city square to start out with. I'm only going to build 6 houses to start off with, because you kind of want to keep everything up here balanced by my experiences so far. Now I want to find a big old swath of green land that I can plant on. Just as much greenery as I can find. Just a steeping pile of green. If it fills the whole screen, even better. I feel like this up here is about my biggest swath of green. There's only a few spots where it's like carnivorous and snow deserts and stuff. I don't want it too far from my city though either. Also liking this, but this is a really good forest for me to build lumber camps and stuff. I don't know, also maybe just go off the side of the map. Just go all the way to the side and kind of start growing from there. My farming. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe go to the beach and start doing food from the beach. Let's just go. Let's connect this up and let's go down. And then we're gonna go like, I do like that you can measure 5 back from the road beach, and we're gonna go all the way over, and we're just gonna kind of start doing food from here. These have to be 5 squares from the road, so we are going to go 5 back. We're gonna demolish that. It takes work, consumes work to build these. Work gets produced by houses. So you can't build these other houses. It's fun that you say that they have to be 5 from the road, but they don't seem to care. By my experience, the farms do not care. But we'll try to follow the rules here. Because other things will, and also it doesn't look like those are actually growing anything, so maybe they actually do. So now we have plus 10 food coming in and plus 35 work. So these houses did grow up. So that is lovely. So I'm gonna put in another row of houses and another row of food. Kind of just keep going back and forth like this until we unlock something. We're in the negative for food. Now we're in the positive for food. Let's plant some more food. Just kind of try to keep that as balanced as we can. Maybe try to not sing. God, nobody wants to hear that, man. Can't wait to find out that my audio is just horrible, even though I tested it so much before I started recording. That's gonna be the greatest. I'm so excited for that moment of realization that it's like my audio is just dog water. So you can see like how the roads are upgrading now, which like is awesome. They're just kind of like, everything will kind of upgrade passively. You can look at the houses and stuff and you can see upgrades to village house. To unlock population 300, 0 to 3 farmhouses. So you need farmhouses, which are right here. And to unlock farmhouses, you have to have 200 population. We're at a 90 population right now. So we're on our way. She is chilling. Chilling like a villain. You watching Coco Melon? You know that stuff's gonna melt your brain. Usually she's on Paw Patrol, so I'm surprised she's on Coco Melon today. She hasn't done Coco Melon since she was like a baby. On Paw Patrol for like a while. So we are getting low on workers, but it seems like food's been hitting us more. I don't know. Oh no, it is work that's slowing us down from building houses. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. No, it's wood. I forgot to build wood. Brain. Yeah, we have to build lumber camps. So I'm looking for big old forest, the biggest old forest. I said there was a good one over here earlier. I feel like any of them over here are pretty good, but that one's probably the best. So I'm gonna go across the map for lumber camps because I just kind of want to keep industry separate from my main part of my map. Industry has a tendency to create pollution and hate. Lumber camps, not so much, but better safe than sorry. They need to be 3 squares from road, which we can bump them right up against the road, and that's totally fine. I just want to keep them, they need up to 5 tiles of wood. So the way I'm gonna look at this is I want to keep 5 tiles inside that circle worth of wood at least. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go 1 more in just in case they cut down more than what they need. And then I'm gonna start just kind of popping these in. Wherever more or less they fit, which we need more work right now. So we're gonna let that one do its job while we get some more houses put in place. Now that we got some wood coming in, we should be able to start building more houses. And then we'll go build more of these. But basically, yeah, just wherever we can fit more in is what we'll start doing. Because wood will also be producing our power early game. Man, my morning hair is fantastic. It almost kind of looks like I have a mullet, doesn't it? I'm just gonna go like top ponytail. I'm decided to like stop trimming the sides and kind of let it grow back out. So I had that like nice side cut. Instead, it's just making me look mangy. Is mangy the word? I don't know. You tell me. You can't do it. She can't do it. Does anybody else toddler just seem to have a British accent sometimes? And it concerns you? Like she was reincarnated from a British person? Help. So yeah, I'm gonna use the export button now. We're just kind of waiting on labor to come in and wood. But I mean, it's kind of where the game starts to reach its like just back and forth with just you're kind of going from one thing to the other, from one thing to the other for a little bit until you're reaching population goals and hitting thresholds, breaking thresholds. Wood's actually something you don't like. Once you get a good amount of it, it becomes not something you use a lot of, which is surprising to me. I thought it was something I'd be fighting against the whole game. It just isn't. Once you kind of get it set up early game, it's done. You really move on to larger resources pretty quickly. Food, though, it's a never-ending battle. Farmhouse unlocked. There is a food source. So farmhouse costs 300 production, produces 100 food though, and stores 200 food. So that's big swims. Being able to store food is massive because, you know, when you start running out of food, it stores more. But it also, no farmhouse in 5 radius, and 12 or more farms in a radius of 3. So if you look in the blue is its radius of 3, so it has to have 12 farms in that radius. And the reason it's showing red right now is because it's showing, and if you just hold Alt, if you're playing on keyboard, then it'll just turn green and show you that it can be built there. So I want to build this one as far over here as I can, so I can put more in later easily. We have 300 work. We do, but how much does it consume? It doesn't consume any work. Dope. Dope. Swims. So there we go. So we got 2 of those. Do some more food. Very good, very good. I am going to go ahead and smack down some more wood. Which is up here. Again, I almost hold down all the time when I'm building. Kind of just became a habit of mine whenever I'm playing this game. Probably a bad habit. I find myself deleting a lot of important buildings and having to like completely re-level up later in the game, which is awful if you learn about this game later on. Because sometimes they don't level up to what you want them to. We do have some paved roads now. Fancy. Instead of rural roads, we have some paved roads. We're still living with these nice wooden huts, but now we have some beautiful snowy huts. Also, I think it's control. Yeah, you can walk around in here. I don't know who's just got a table out here. Oh, people got dogs. Anyhow, I didn't realize those little things were dog houses, but I guess I didn't know what they were. But now that I'm looking at it, obviously dog houses. What else could they have been? Next thing we're gonna unlock is the lumberjack cabin at 300 population, and we're real close. So let's go ahead and put it in our next row of houses and hope they fill up real fast. Showing. Again, we could just spam out houses, but if you do that, you're gonna have a bad time. Like, oh yeah, we gotta get another farmhouse down. Which is fine. Totally fine. We just need to put down more farms because we need more for the farmhouse to be good. Because it needs to go there. And it doesn't have enough farms in range. There we go. Village house and lumberjack cabin unlocked. Village house. We're ready to upgrade, but you do not produce enough energy to satisfy the consumption. So we also have parks getting ready to unlock. Neighborhood council. So lumberjack cabin will produce power by burning wood, and we can just smack those down next to this. One thing I learned the hard way is if you do a lot of those, you will instantly go down the path of productivity if you do put down too many of those early. So now you see these are upgrading to village houses from the wooden huts. Village houses ready to upgrade, and then they'll just kind of do it on their own time, and then you start unlocking a bunch of stuff once you get to this point where you're getting power in. We don't have a lot of power coming in. Again though, like if you do that, man, you get a lot. Like it's dangy. See, I don't know how to get down the path of wealth because I don't know what they actually count as money. In this game, like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. So tenant farmers are 100% not slave farmers, right? Definitely not slave farmers. The thing is, they cost 50 labor, but they produce 50 food and store 50 food each. So they're pretty decent, and especially given that you can just smack them down just about anywhere where there's 3 farm tiles. That one needs destroyed because I put it down wrong. So you can put them down every like couple rows. The only thing is you got to be careful because they will start to override the 12 or more farms that the farmhouses need, and that is never my goal. I definitely prefer farmhouses over these. This one, Okay, so that one's still good. We're still good here. We're still good here. We're good now. But when you unlock these, they really up your food production. These ones might be messing up that first one as well. Nope. But it did mess up this one. But that is okay, because we can just come in and fill out the rows, and it'll be good. And then that also unlocked Landlord's House, which those more or less take care of these guys. Yeah, I forgot that that one needed more farms around it. There we go. But the Landlord's House basically is the we're gonna use the word caretaker. That's the word I like. We're gonna use the word caretaker of the tenant farmers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because that's a good word. And they produce food as well. Like they take the food and stuff from the tenant farmers, I guess. Yeah, they cost 200 work, 10 wood, and they produce 200 food and store 200 food. But yeah, I'm not too sure what their story is. Beyond that they take care of the tenant farmers and bring their food in. But as you can see, we're up to 2,000 plus 2,000 food now, which is massive. That is just huge. We need more power, so we're gonna go ahead and get that in. Grab one more of those. These do also have an upgrade to Lumberjack House, which we already have unlocked. I don't want to upgrade to those yet, because if we do, again, I'm scared that we'll just go down the path of productivity, which isn't a bad path. It's just I've already done it. I don't want to do it again. I want to go down a different path. I don't want to go down the path of money, like finance, but I don't know how we would even get that started. I'll throw that in there. So that reaches out to the next row of houses. Give them sport. So we know that to get more sport, we're gonna need that there. So yeah, everything shows you kind of the radius that it affects, or gives you a basic idea of what it affects. Like this doesn't really give you a radius, but you'll be able to tell. We're gonna smack down parks next to these football pitches because they probably affect a very similar radius. And then let's see. I think we're gonna go with wealthy village farm next. 1 or more food services in a 5 radius. So food services are usually in landmarks. Local market. So we just need more population to unlock that. Mini Mars actually what we're going to end up using, which still does more population because local market needs to be next to like a farm. It needs to be next to a farm. It's a lot. More than I want to admit. For you. I gotta stop listening to my daughter watching Coco. Watermill unlocked. Watermills are really good for power. I really like the watermill. It does take up fishing spots though, which we haven't unlocked yet. We have unlocked it. Dock. They're a really good food source. That's why I put my food down here. Is you can just build houses out around this now and basically get just the freest of foods. Go one more. Wealthy village house, mini market. Yes, there we go. Okay, so now for our normal town, we have the mini mart, which we're gonna want to have coverage on just about everything. So we're gonna put one there, and it covers to this house right there. Was it this house? It was this house. It was that house, right? Yeah, that house. Yes. And then we'll leave one there. Cool. So now they're ready to upgrade, but you do not produce enough energy. Cool, 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 cool. Which we have water mills for. And that gives us enough energy, and bam! Wealthiness. We're spreading wealth. We have finances. Chapel unlocked. Yes, Dahlia? I'll be right back. I think she just wanted to talk. Any hoozle. We can do this down to play now. We're just needing more power. So these can't be in range of each other, and that one just needs a road. So we're gonna bring our road down to there. That should be good. I like to go with water mills as much as I can early game. They don't produce a lot of power, but they're virtually free. They just consume a little bit of wood, so I think they consume less wood than this does for sure. Yeah, and less work. No work. They don't consume any work. Yeah, no work. So they're much cheaper. Any hoozle. Let's see where we're at here. So we have landlord's house. We're actually doing okay on food. We need to keep an eye on it as we're building, because we will start to run low. We have docks, watermill, lumberjack cabin, which we have docks for food, so that's good. We do have the village bar, which is powerful swims. Smack down some of those, give them some nightlife. What's up? We do have a chapel, which costs iron, which we did not unlock the iron mine. We just need more population. So I think we're gonna put down another dock, get more fish coming in, just to keep our food up. And then we are going to build a population. Which, by the way, the way I'm doing this, you don't have to like go back so far. These aren't actually producing food. These are just gonna be houses. But I just cover it. I don't know. That's my excuse. That's my only excuse. You probably want to upgrade them too. The wealthy villa houses, one or more food services in range, and one or more leisure in range. So, with leisure, we can smack down a bar, and as for food, so they have their own special food they can do over here, which is a fish market. 8 or more fisherman houses in range. I was gonna say you don't have it, because like your whole thing is that you're a dock over there, buddy. Okay, so let's say now you should be going to wealthy village houses, which should be consuming more power. But why are you not wealthy? One more leisure. You need a bar? You guys need a bar? Bad. So there's not enough residents over there. Gotcha. We'll throw in a park right over in here. Give them some nice leisure. Give them some leisure. As many as we can. We want to get to wealthy village houses, is at least my goal. I mean, these ones' issue is just that there's not enough people living around them, which is fine. They'll upgrade as we build out. We get more and more fishermen going in. Like, the fish docks are great, but they're really only supporting the houses that are around them, so I guess we're going to have to put in more food. Which I'm gonna do this the wrong way. The totally not right way, which is just laying down the entire farm bed first. Like the whole field bed. Then we can lay down our farmhouses. And can we do the farmhouses up here? Hop off. I love farmhouses. I don't know why, but farmhouses are my favorite food production source. I don't have any reason. I don't. There's not any I can think of. I don't have any good excuse reason. I do think that tenant farmers technically bring down happiness. In full honesty, I do think they do. But when you are able to fill in so many of them, they bring up food so much, and they count as population that produce their own food. They do cost work, but they produce their own food and produce food for the town. So, yeah, I use them. I use them a lot. There is a thing that I can build later, like a policy I can attain, which I probably will, that makes us tenant farmers don't hate existence completely. Which is nice, because I don't actually want the tenant farmers to hate working in their lives in general. So I'm going to slow down now, because I have plus 6,000 food, and I feel like we're really approaching getting told that we're going the path of production. And we're going to start doing, like, school? Well, we can't do school yet. We can do an iron mine, but again, feel like that is how we go down the path of productivity. Chapel takes iron, of course. Feel like we kind of have to build at least some iron production next. Which is fine, I guess. We're just gonna come over here and do it. Gonna bring this straight up to this road we have up here already. And we're just gonna put in a very basic iron mine right here. I want it to be as far from the iron node as it can be, to some degree. That way we can build more of them around that, if it's possible. That's kind of a tight area over there, being honest. And then we can put in some schools, maybe? Well, we only have 5 again. So it'll be a little bit, but once we get there, we can. We can put in grain silos, but we have so much food coming in. My God, we have food coming in. My God. We will need grain silos to unlock the neighborhood council, which is importante. I want to put in more leisure stuff and more finance stuff to focus on those two things. I think school really is the next step. Yes. Nice, past school. School's got a really good reach. Go right there. Nice. Poor suburbs and poor suburbs house unlocked. We want to go wealthy suburb house. So we just need more population for that. So right there in the middle of that football field is where that reach is. We are out of power though. That's gonna be the next spot where we can place one of these. There we go. And school. Bam. Wealthy suburb house to unlock. Need a higher population. So let's fill in some houses. We did just unlock the urban bar. Smack one of those down over there. Coal mine unlocked. Very good. We're out of power again. Like I said, these don't produce a lot of power. It's just that it's free energy. Once it's in, basically, because wood's so cheap. So I use what I can. Probably smack down a couple of them at this point to keep our power sustained for a little while. Go. How much do I need to go to the wealthy houses? 4,100 population, so we got a while. Let's fill in. Okay, so we know right there is our mini mart. So let's go there. I also want to get rid of these trees that grew in while we've been working. Really, Dahlia? And our football is right there. Something's at that house. Ah! You ever hit the wrong button? Because I have. Right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put some nightlife and stuff around it too, some leisure. Is it a house? Wooden hut? Yeah, okay. Football pitch plus unlocked. I was gonna say, I think I put the stuff down for them to all become football pitch pluses. We're gonna put the urban cafe here. Nice, nice. And then on the other side of town, I'm gonna put down that. And let's just keep growth going because we have everything we need to do it. We are running low on wood, so let's get some more wood coming in. Let's run this road all the way up. I love the people that are just like walking around out there to the woods. Like, y'all gonna get kidnapped and somebody's gonna touch your naughty bits. What are y'all doing out there? Like, that's nonsensical. Guys, that's nonsensical. I hate to be the one that bears the bad news, but y'all ain't making no logic. This is completely unreasonable. Kids these days, I tell you. Shantytown, Rebel House, Blocked House, and Factory unlocked. It must have made some upset people. Probably because of the ironworks over there. Probably, yeah. Let's say these houses must be outside of reach of the school. So, school reach is right there. School makes skilled workers. We want to have skilled workers for later in the game. That is importante. Could not be more importante. We're gonna go 3 blocks wide this time. Dahlia, you wanna watch Paw Patrol now? I think that we are outside of range of the football pitch. Yeah? Yeah. Good tennis court. Yeah, I'll put one down next to the football pitch because, I don't Actually, no. That's just another football pitch, isn't it? That's what I meant. There we go. I don't really know how much range it has or anything like that, so let's just make it super nice. We're gonna a nice park. Nice little park. Bam! And we're out of power. Put down too many parks, it will absolutely use all of your labor. Absolutely. Oh, trust me. I don't have enough resources. I need 10 more steel. This is steel. This is iron. I don't have coal coming in or anything to make steel yet. Nice. Need more power though before we deal with any of that. So let's go all the way down the riverbed. All the way around the riverbed. Is that Pocahontas? Hey Dahlia, you seen Pocahontas yet? Okay. 2-year-old man. Roll himself and everything, Dahlia. Need more wood. If it's not one thing, it's another, let me tell you. We are getting out of this wood, so I'll have to make another road back up there. That should take care of our wood needs. Listen, just because my wife tells me I don't have enough wood in real life doesn't mean you can start telling me I don't have enough wood in the game, alright? You know, I don't need my hurt feelings in both the game and real life all the time. Alright. Well done, you've chosen the path of productivity. You know? I don't know how. I don't know where I went wrong. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So this game. I'm gonna stop now. We'll come back to it. I'm probably just gonna start anew because I don't want to do another path of productivity here, and we'll go for the path of like leisure because I know how to do that one at least. You just build more parks than the world can handle. But at least I want to introduce you guys to this. Really good game. Very much love it. It's very fun. Very good game. Anyhow, thanks guys. Much love. Missing out. Hey, if you watched this though, and you did make it to the end, hit the buttons. I need more button hits. Likes. Comments. Subscribes. Thanks. Bye.